Hi, I'm Ted. I'm a knitting teacher in St. Paul. And today I want to talk about casting on long tail, but in pattern. So we can create knits and purls as we're actually casting on. When you do a normal long tail, you're actually creating a row of knits. You may not realize it, but that's what's happening. And so if you turn that into ribbing, one side, it has the little kind of whoosh of long tail at the bottom of it, and the other side has bumps because they're purls. So if we do it in pattern, what happens is both sides get the same little whoosh at the bottom. Here it is one by one. And we can also do it in any pattern we want. We could do 2 by 2, we can do 3 by 2, we can do whatever. This is it in 3 by 3, and you can see it's reversible. It really follows the line of the knitting as well, which is nice because then the rib can really fully express its ribbiness. So that's what we're going to do. Often when you see people do long tail and pattern, what they do is they knit from the thumb and purl from their finger. What I don't like about that is it alternates which yarn ends up on top of the needle. And when you go to join in the round, it can create some real instability issues. Um, so I came up with this way. Maybe other people are out there doing it too, but I like it. It's fast, and I think it looks really nice. So we're going to start. So I've got a bulky yarn, a size 8 needle. Let's get that stuff out of my way. I start my long tails with just a twist onto my needle. You could start with a slip knot, that would be fine. That would count as your first stitch, so that would be a knit or a purl, depending on what texture you're doing. We're going to call it a knit, and we're going to do 2 more knits. So when we do that, you can see we're actually making a loop, and we're pulling that through. There's one knit. There's another. So now I've got 3 knit stitches. Now I want to purl. So the things that happen when we purl are the yarn is in front of the needle, and then we enter our loop the other way. So instead of entering it like that, we're going to enter this loop like that, and the yarn is in front of the needle. We can see already, though, the yarn's not really in a really convenient place for us to reach. So there's a couple ways to get to it. I just like to jump up above the needle, and then I push it through. Whenever I've taught this, people always try to make this a little bit more of a gymnastic move, but you just go above the needle and then push it through. So again, my needle goes behind the yarn. I bring my thumb down often like that so I can more easily get into that loop purlwise, and then I just jump up and I push back through. So one thing that somebody might notice is that these stitches I've just made are what we call Eastern mount. So the leading leg of them is in the back. It's opposite to how most people in Western Europe and Western Europe traditions knit. They knit with the leading leg in front. So now I'm going to do 3 more knits. So 1, 2, 3. Those are just regular standard long tail cast-ons. Now I'm going to do 3 purls. I'm going to do it a little differently this time. This isn't how I normally do it, but it's another way that you can approach it. It's similar to what you would do for a Norwegian purl. This part all starts the same. I'm going to enter there. But now I'm going to reach up, grab that yarn, and then push it back through. And so that still makes a purl, but now that purl is actually mounted more standard. So again, it's if you watch somebody that Norwegian purls, they would purl kind of similar to that. So here, and then reach back, grab it, push it through. Whichever makes you happier, do it that way. I find the way where they end up being Eastern mounted a little bit easier and faster. Looks like they're a little bit tighter too, but probably that would just even out over time. So I'm going to do another 3 purls, or sorry, 3 knits. So I've got my 3 purls. I can see them sitting right there, 3 purls. And now I've just done 3 knits. And now I'm going to do 3 more purls. I'm running out of tail, so I'm good at this is my last 3. 1, these are back to the way that I like to do it, that has the mounted Eastern. There's that. So now I can look back. I can see that I've got 3 knits, 3 purls, 3 knits, 3 purls, 3 knits, 3 purls. They're all set to go. If I turn these over, this is where I have to pay attention to the stitch mount. So here, these are the ones that I had done with the eastern mount. And so there's the leading leg sitting in back, right there. So instead of knitting it like that, I have to go into that back leg like that. It's actually how I normally knit and purl. I'm a combination knitter. I have eastern mounted knits and eastern mounted purls and western mounted knits. So I'm totally used to it. So there's my 3 knits. And now I can do 3 purls. And these are the ones that I had done with that Norwegian style. So I didn't have to do anything different to those, or actually those were the knits, weren't they? But these are the ones that I don't have to do anything to. These are the ones that were the Western purls. And there's that, and then 3 of these. And 3 of those. 3 knits, 3 purls. And I got off pattern somewhere. I got a little distraction going on. Or maybe I had, oh yeah, I can see where it's off right here. That's okay. We're not teaching you how to knit and purl, we're teaching you how to do long tail cast on. That's the fun of having pets in the house. They like to distract you. So here we can see these are all correct. Where there's a knitting column that goes down, a purling column that goes down, and it's the same on the other side. Thanks so much. I hope that helps.